Hello Math 125 students. I wanted to show you how to do Guass-Jordan on your graphing calculator. I already posted a video about how to put matrices in your calculator. So now I'm going to show you how to put an augmented matrix in your calculator to do Guass-Jordan. So making sure you have a Texas Instrument calculator. And that was from the previous video, so let me clear that all out. I'm going to look at number 56. So there's our matrix for our system. It'd be a 3, 7, negative 1, 1, 2, negative 1, 2, 4, negative 2. 3 equations, 3 unknowns, x1, x2, x3. And here's our augmented side, 11, 3, and 10. So if I want to put that in my calculator, I hit second, x to the negative 1. I go over to edit, and I've got to put in the dimensions. So I have 3 rows, and then each one of these represent a column. So it'd be 4 columns. So I type in 3, enter, 4, enter. I'll just enter those coefficients in. So it's 3, enter, 7, enter, negative 1, enter, and then 11, enter. Next row would be 1, enter, 2, enter, negative 1, enter, 3, enter. Next row, 2, enter, 4, enter, negative 2, enter, and 10, enter. So the matrix C is in there now for that system. So I'm going to hit second quit. Now, I'm going to go back to the matrix menu, second, x to the negative 1. I put matrix in here in A, so just keep that in mind. I'm going to go over to math, and remember that we talked about, or you maybe saw some videos about reduced row echelon form, RREF or REF. I'm going to go to RREF, so I'm going to hit enter. And I'm going to put the matrix in that parentheses. So I go back to the matrix menu, second x to the negative 1. We did matrix A, so I'm going to hit enter and close the parentheses. And if you hit enter, you get your answer matrix. But you have 0, 0, 0, line 1. There's the line in the augmented matrix because those 3 unknowns, 1, 2, 3. So you get a row of zeros and it equals 1. We know that's not possible, so the answer to number 56 would be no solution. So 56 would have no solution because if you put your line right there, you have zeros here equals 1, which is impossible. So that is no solution. So let's do 57. So I'm going to get out of this by clearing that screen. Go back to my menu, second matrix. I'm going to go over to edit, and I'm going to use A again, so I'm going to hit enter, and let's look at 57. 3 equations, 3 rows, 4 columns. So it's 3 by 4 again, 3 enter, 4 enter. So I enter the coefficients in. 3 enter, negative 2 enter, positive 1 enter, and then negative 7 enter. Next row, the coefficient would be a 2, a 1, and a negative 4, and then a 0. And lastly, 1, 1, negative 3, and 1. Matrix is all entered in. Hit second quit. Go back to the matrix menu, second, x to the negative 1. Go over to math. Scroll down to RREF. Hit enter. What matrix did you use? You used matrix A. So I get second, x to the negative 1 to get to the matrix menu. There it is, 3 by 4. I just hit enter, close the parentheses, hit enter, and we've got our solution. So now we've got a row of all zeros. So we have to say x sub 3 equals t, and t is any real number. And then you have to plug it back into this one. So it'd be x sub 2 minus 2 x sub 3, which is now t, is equal to 2. Then you'd have to solve it and follow the process. So I picked 2 probably not great problems to show you right off the bat. So let's try a third one. Let's look at 58 now. So let's go back to 58. So 58, you have the problem there. Right here's 58. So I'm going to type all those in. So I'm going to go to second matrix. Go over to edit. Once again, 3 rows, 4 columns. So I'm going to enter them in. 3 enter, 4 enter. So it'd be coefficient of 2, 3, 5, and 21. The next row would be 1, negative 1, negative 5, and negative 2. And then the last row would be 2, 1, and -1, and 11. Get out of this by second mode, go back to the matrix menu, go over to math. I want RREF, so I scroll down to RREF, hit enter, go back to the matrix menu, put the matrix in there. It was matrix A, so I just hit enter, close the parentheses, and I hit enter again. And look at that, another row of zeros for all real numbers. So we have to say let x sub 3 equal t, and t is any real number. So the next one would be, the next row would have x sub 2 plus 3t is equal to 5. Solve that for x sub 2, so I'd have to subtract 3t, and so on and so forth to work backwards when we have that situation with Guass-Jordan, which we've already been tested on, is already in your notes and things. So I picked 2 not so great problems, but now you can see how you use Guass-Jordan. If you had 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, and then 0, 0, 1, then these would be your solutions for x sub 1, x sub 2, and x sub 3. But obviously we didn't have that in that situation. So if you have questions, let me know. Send me an email, send me a text. And that's it for now. Thanks.